Well, heading out this morning to Corona Hills, just the other side of Corona on 15. My in-laws have a couple businesses over there, so my girlfriend's brother, he loves, I guess it's called payawa. It's a fruit that grows a lot out here, I guess. I know the Spanish people and the Asian people just love that shit. I've never tried any, but man, my girlfriend can sit there and just eat a bowl of that damn stuff. Because there's some people across the street from us, they have a tree that has small ones on it, and that thing gets loaded down, and there's like people just walking by will climb up in their freaking tree every day to get that stuff. But her ex-father-in-law sent a huge bag. Like I said, I got it in my top case, and it's pretty heavy. I was thinking about actually putting my side cases on this morning to carry some of it, but I've had about that much groceries in it before. But we'll see how it does. Hopefully you guys can hear me on this pretty good. But the payawa that I'm taking is huge. I mean, they're really big. The ones her father-in-law, ex-father-in-law has in his on his tree. So they're pretty nice, and she made a comment that he loves that stuff. I said, well, hell, I'll take it to him, you know, because it's a pretty good drive out there, and they don't get by this way, and he works all kind of ridiculous hours. And she goes, you sure? I said, yeah. And now there's a chance it might rain. It actually rained last night, and there's a chance it's going to rain today, but I think it's later in the evening, but there's some nasty looking clouds. But yesterday when I was going to pick up the chickens from that little butcher shop, you know, they kill the chickens and ducks and geese, whatever, and you get them there. So I picked her up 2 fresh chickens yesterday. I've got a Scorpion, what is it, EXO AT950. You know, you can put it with the little visor or beak, whatever you want to call it, or it has like some side covers. And with the side covers, it looks just like a, you know, normal helmet, not the ADV style. And so that's the way I run it, is with the side covers. And so I was zipping over there, all of a sudden my face shield started acting up. I'm like, what the hell? So when I got stopped at the place, one of the side cover bolts and the side cover was missing on the right hand side. So I was able just to put it back in, and you know, it'd pop every once in a while I was riding, and I would slip it back in. So it's kind of annoying. But I called Scorpion, and they said that, yeah, on the earlier models are the first ones, I guess, that were released, that problem can occur, that they've caught it at the factory and took care of it after that. And but they went ahead and they sent me 2 new bumpers and 2 new screws for it for free, because they knew it was an issue. And that way I'll have a spare with my old one, which is pretty cool of them. But I'm using helmet today, so I wouldn't have to deal with that issue with the shield. I just took the shield off, and I'm using my little inner visor basically as a shield, and I raised my this is adjustable on the Versus. You can adjust your windscreen, and I've got a tall windscreen anyway, V-Stream tall windscreen anyway, so I put it all the way up top, so that way it shouldn't be too much air hitting me. I don't really feel anything hit me in the eyes or anything like that. So with that little dark shield down, it works fine. But if it rains, well, let's just put it this way, I'm gonna get wet as a rat. So we'll see how it goes, because I'm just now getting ready to go on 91. It's about 50 something miles there, I guess, and then 50 something back. Just, like I say, hope the rain holds off till this afternoon. Mescal Canyon. Alright, here's our exit. Right on up here through these lights, up on the left hand side is a place called Tom's Farm, which on the weekends you get a lot of bikes there, because it's pretty close to like Corona and Riverside. So a lot of these guys that, you know, they just like to polish their bikes and don't want to ride too far, you You know, that when they get tired of hanging out at Starbucks, they'll go ahead and come on up here to Tom's Farm. And there's a few little decent places to eat. I mean, nothing to, you know, brag about or anything like that. I mean, the food's okay, but then there's like a place, it's a furniture store. And then there's also like a candy shop. They got candies from, you know, like back when you were a kid and stuff that you can't find anywhere. So it's a cool place to go to. Like I say, the in-laws have a business not too far from here. So, oh, that's cheap for gas. Oh, it's Arco, that's why. Because our brilliant governor signed in a gas hike. It starts tomorrow. It goes to 12 cents a gallon. So most super inlet around that you see is like $3.49. So it's going to go up 12 cents, and diesel's going up 20. And that's supposed to take care of the roads, which, you know, they've had taxes before, and that's what the shit was supposed to go for. But it was like a slush fund, I guess, where all the politicians just went ahead and put their hands in there to get what they could. Now they don't have money to fix the roads, and all this coming on, they've got all this money, which I don't like to get political, but I'm about to go on a little rant here. You know, they got millions and millions of dollars that they're stockpiling for illegals. They don't want you to call them illegals. Illegal aliens, illegal immigrants. They want to call undocumented. Well, fuck, if you're here against the law, you're illegal. So they got all this money that they're going to pay for these people, lawyers and shit, and screw it to the working guy. I hope I didn't lock my keys up. God damn it. I'm thinking I might have. Son of a bitch. Unless I left it hanging out of the top case, which I've done that on an occasion or two. Let's pull in here and get something to drink. And check. So, yeah, like I was saying, they're coming up with all these millions of dollars to where they can protect the illegal immigrants out here, because that's their voting base. You know, Democrats, that's all they cater to. If you're a hard-working guy, they don't give a shit about you, just all they can tax the living hell out of you. More businesses are fleeing California, but they have been for years, fleeing California, because they just tax you to death, and all the regulations they put on a business out here, it's just not worth it. You know, it's small business, big business, they don't care. They're really hard on big business too. I mean, it's like when we lived down in Puerto Rico. Yeah, they just made it hard for you to have a business, and you're sitting there hiring, you know, putting people to work and getting them off freaking welfare, because in Puerto Rico it's a freaking welfare state. You know, I lived there for 3 years, and you know, my girlfriend and her sister had 7 businesses there. Her sister still owns quite a few homes and shit, and they're up in New York because after that hurricane, you know, they can't even live down there now. So that island just got destroyed, but it's the island's fault. They get tons of money from America, but the crooked politicians have just put it in their pockets. So who you gonna blame? You can't blame the people that live there, but they keep voting those idiots in, so I guess you can, just like California. You know, people say you can't blame them, but they keep voting them in. Yeah, it was funny. I walked in their shop, and it's my girlfriend's brother's wife, so it's her sister-in-law, and then her sister-in-law's sister's there. They both own that shop. So I walk in there, and they're both working on a couple customers. They're like, "Oh, Joe," the one Holly, the sister-in-law's sister, which she kind of gets on my nerves. She's aggravating as hell. Loudmouth. Fucking real loudmouth. But, she got a great husband, man. I mean, this dude, smart. He's a big shot for Caltrans, engineer. Pulls in big bucks. That's why he wants a motorcycle, but she won't let him get a motorcycle because she's afraid he'll get killed on it, and then that paycheck won't come in. But I go in there because, like I said, I just drove, 50-something miles to bring some fruit for my girlfriend's brother. Because Payawa, I guess that's how you say it. He loves it. She goes, last night, she goes, oh, he loves that. I said, well, hell, I'll take it out there to him. Because if not, he wouldn't get any. So I get there, and his wife comes out to meet me and carrying that stuff in. And so then his wife's sister talks real loud. She goes, oh, Joe, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of Ann, which is my woman's name. I go, why is that? She goes, you try to come all the way out here just to bring her brother, something. I said, no big deal. She goes, oh, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. I go to her, like she was jealous, like her man don't do shit for her. And so I go to her, I said, well, hell, you got a good man. I go, but you need to appreciate him more. And the lady she was working on, fucking mouth dropped open. And then she just looked stunned. Like, hell yeah, she got a real good man. She doesn't treat him right. But they don't say shit to me because they know I say what I think. So, they're Asians, they're polite. They're polite to a fault. Me, I just don't give a shit. I say exactly what's on my mind. So, yeah, I said her eyes bugged out, her mouth dropped open. This shit was funny. Yeah, I like to piss people off, so I pissed one off today, so I'm good.